Yeah. As far as when it comes to your music, you're really good about continuing to promote a song no matter where it's at. Where does that come from? Because a lot of people make like one video for a song, and if it doesn't do well, they're just like, nah, on to the next one. Like, we're done promoting this one. There's a new song out. But even your biggest song, you still promote occasionally. And it's
Yeah,
almost
man,
at a million on Spotify alone, I should also add. But
that's crazy, man. To
yeah.
even hear 13-year-old
Looking
me
at
is
it, I was
like,
like, damn, this song's gotten so much bigger since I first found it. Like, when it came
man,
out, I was like,
crazy, bro. It's crazy. It's been like it's coming on it's 2 years now. It's two
yeah.
years. Crazy. Yeah, man. I mean, honestly, bro, I could sit here and say like that's a me thing, but bro, honestly, modeling my game after guys like Nick D and Connor Price and some really, really independent goats, more specifically Nick D, like just listening to him and coming up and watching his podcast and seeing how he does things. His motto was always like never give up on a song, because like 6 7 months down the line it could be the one, it might just not be the right time. And I always stuck to that, and I had a song called Blow that really didn't do good initially when I first dropped it. It had a great music video to it and everything. And I was like, man, why are people not liking this? But we kept pushing it. And at the 9 month mark, it finally sparked. And then it started doing like 1,000 streams a day on Spotify. And I finally got it to go. But it took me 9 months. And ever since then, I just been never giving up on things, man.
Yeah. Is there a song, you mentioned this song that, didn't do well, but you believed in it. Was there ever a song that you were just like, yeah, I'm just going to throw this on the album and didn't think much of it, and it kind of took you by surprise by how well it did? Like,
Yeah,
initially?
yeah, man. It's this song called Ram off of my Devontae project.
Mm-hmm.
And I literally just recorded it on the YouTube beat. It was like a throwaway song. I wasn't even going to put it on there. I dropped it and it started going crazy. Like people were like, "This is my favorite song off the album." I'm like, "Well, what about everything else I put my time into and my effort?" But people loved it. And it ended up hitting the Spotify algorithm too. And I think it's at like 80,000 streams
Yeah,
maybe now.
it's up
I don't
there.
know.
Yeah, it's growing. You also, a lot of your music is tied to basketball, whether it's your Tay Morant project you put out a song about Joel Embiid.
Mhm.
Is that something you kind of always saw yourself doing, or is it just kind of like grown into being kind of not necessarily like a staple, but like a kind of like another piece of the Drizzy Tay projects?
Man, honestly, bro, I never thought it through. I just loved basketball. And even more now, like I probably will make some football references and songs and albums too, because I'm getting more into football, like college football. I'm loving it right now. NFL, I'm loving it. But yeah, I mean, I just feel like I was a fan of basketball, so it kind of just came from there, honestly.
Does that mean at some point we can expect a Anthony Edwards song? I'm from Minnesota. Just
Fire.
like,
That'd be fire. I never even thought about that. Man, Anthony Edwards is cold too.
yeah,
Like Edwards gets like he gets love, but a lot of people don't give him the love that he really should get, because like he's cold and he's young too, man. Like he's super young. I think he's like what 24,
yeah,
25,
he's
something like
24. Yeah, he's 24. Yeah, it's
that. Man, he's
insane.
young. Like he's young. Like I don't think people understand how young he is. Like people don't give him like enough credit, because I don't think LeBron didn't win his first title until he was like maybe 25, 26.
No, it was later than that. I think he was almost 30 or 30. He was around because
Man,
he
LeBron
spent
didn't win his
7 years on
first until later on.
the Cavs and then didn't win till his second year on the Heat. So I think he was like 30 or close to
Yeah,
it. Yeah.
think how great Anthony Edwards is right now at 24. Crazy. He's gonna be like the next. Like he's gonna be like the next. I mean, a lot of people think it's Ja Morant, but I beg to differ, and I think it's Anthony Edwards for sure.
Yeah. No, it's fun. I mean, growing up in Minnesota, like we haven't had a whole lot of exciting sports stuff. I mean, now we do. We have, Jetta's fun to watch, but like Anthony Edwards is just a different type of fun to watch. He does it off the court, on the court. He's an interesting guy.
Man, bro, is it cold up there right now?
Oh yeah, it's like 0 degrees up here. You know? And
That's crazy.
this is a mild winter right now. We've gotten a little bit of snow. It hasn't been horrible, but I think tomorrow, like the high is like 3 degrees. It's gonna start out at
Man,
like -4.
my buddy's mom lives in Minnesota. She's like Somalian, right? And
Uh-huh.
she came down here and visited us. So me and my buddy was planning on coming up there for the summer. How is the summer in
Summer's good.
Minnesota?
Summer's good. Summer we still get up to like 80s, 90s. Like it's warm, hot. Like you're fine in the summer. It's just don't come between like after Christmas the window is closed until April, May time. You don't want to be here.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
Yeah.
I hear you though. I hear you. I hear you.
Yeah, they have some crazy weather up here. I try to move around a bit so I get out of it, but winter is
For,
just a different beast.
and yeah, I mean, it sounds cold. I mean, just think about it. Minnesota. That sounds cold. Like,
Yeah, it's cold. I always tell people it's just southern Canada. You know, it's basically just part of Canada at this point. But
oh, like, have you ever been to Canada?
yeah, yep.
How is it?
It's cold. It's cold. There's some really cool hiking though. I'm a big hiker, big nature guy, so I like it for that aspect of it. But I haven't been around like a whole lot of Canada, but the bits and pieces I've seen have been cool.
Man, I've never like hiked or like did anything like that. But like one thing that made me want to get into that is there's this like spot that somebody posted that they hiked to in San Francisco, and it had like a beautiful view of like the whole city, and it made me want to like start getting into that. Like, I don't know,
No,
it's
it's
just
great
beautiful.
for your body. It's good for your. I mean, it's great for your mental health. You spend anytime you're spending time out in nature, I think it's good for your mental health. And then you're working out, and then you're also getting to like take in some of Earth's beauty that you might not see if you didn't do it. It's like
Yeah,
a
exactly.
reward thing too. It's not like you go to the gym and work out, and it's kind of like the same views every day for the most part. But like you go do a hike, you get to see something you've never seen before. So
Yeah, man. Anywhere else you recommend like hiking at, or have you personally hiked at,
yeah,
or
I did a work rotation in Hawaii, and the hikes out there were insane. But Hawaii was cool. I mean, North Carolina over by you. I did school in North Carolina. There's some good hiking over there, but kind of all over. You kind of just gotta look for it. I mean, any of that. You got the Blue Ridge over there and all that area. There's some good hiking out
yeah,
there.
that's crazy, man. That's crazy.
There's like hikes that I've done where you go on a hike and then there's like a waterfall at the end of it that you can like swim in, and that's like exactly what I want. I want to like sweat a little bit, jump in the water, and then enjoy the way down. That's like the
Yeah,
perfect
just
situation.
draw way back. Just drawing the way back, man.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Just drawing the way back, bro. That sounds cool, bro. And honestly, like, I think that's something that maybe even you even just sparked the interest for me in, bro. I actually might start looking because I turned 18 this summer, and one of my like biggest goals is to like start traveling the U.S., start going to see different places, and man, I would love to be able to like go hiking and just exploring, bro. In general, like you said, anything dealing with nature, getting away from the phone, getting away from society, and just being able to enjoy what Earth has. That'd be dope, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, what sparked it for me is you see like the natural disasters that happen all over. And I think sometimes we take it for granted that something's just always gonna be there. Like if you wanted to go out to LA, like right now, like LA, like like you always thought this stuff would always be there, and that's just not how life works all the time. Like some of this stuff is gonna go away and it's not gonna be there anymore. And you gotta take advantage of it while you can.
I love that, bro. I love that, bro. Was you able to like go out there and hike in LA any?
A little bit, not like a whole lot. I've been out to California a little bit, but not
Yeah,
a whole lot.
yeah, I feel you.
I'd like to at some point get out there more. I travel for work sometimes, so I like to like, especially in the winter, I like to pick a warm spot that I can go to for like 3 months and then make it work that way.
Man, that's crazy, bro. That's
Yeah.
fire, bro. Uh,
Yeah. So what music wise are you looking at for this upcoming year? You mentioned the every other week drop pretty much throughout almost the whole year, which is going to be crazy. Are you kind of thinking more R&B, or is it going to be kind of just all over the place? I know you kind of teased the song last week, but
And man, honestly, bro, I just really like Jack Harlow. I just want to make what's true to me, and like whatever people like, they like, whatever they don't. And that's like the greatest thing about releasing consistently too, because I can have a month of songs that you do not like. You wouldn't even add to your playlist, but then I can have a couple songs that I release within the next month after that you actually really, really like. So I think really just a little bit of everything and a little and have it everywhere. That way, like I also cater to every type of listener I have because I have so many. I like people who like my R&B. I got people who like my rap. I like people who like my melodic. So I'm just gonna really try to cater to everybody. I know it's hard, but I'm gonna try.
Yeah, no, and I think you can like both too. Like I definitely like some of your rap stuff, but I think actually I think Needed and Messy, like your two recent, like pretty recent songs you put out are two of my favorites that you put out. Like Messy was like took me off guard. Like I know Lil Kel was on it, but I was like, this is actually like even better than what my expectations were for it. So
I appreciate that, bro. That song's 3 years old, so that means a lot to me, bro.
yeah, no, that's impressive though. Like I don't know, I think a lot of people like, and I get it. Like you have something that you hold on to for so long, and you almost like you not that you give up on it, but you kind of like are tempted to just like half-heartedly put it out, and you didn't do that. You kind of like spiked it up for that one, which is I think.
Yeah, man. I mean, I was gonna go that route though. I was just gonna like whatever with it, but like something told me like just give it a shot, give it a shot. And it's so reassuring hearing that too, because that's one song that I was very unsure about. Like even with the Needed song, like I was kind of confident in it, but the Messy song I was really unsure about. So it's so reassuring to hear you tell me that. Like that really does mean a lot, bro.
Oh, I'm glad that I shared that with you then, because yeah, that was like when you put that out, I was like, damn, this is it might be my favorite. Yeah, out of this, I'm trying to think. Like, there's definitely like a handful of songs that are in that rotation. It's hard to say like one of your newer songs is a favorite
Yeah.
because it hasn't had as much time to sit as the other ones, but it's definitely a good song, and I'm glad you put it out.